So much so that the Gemara says a very funny thing. The Gemara says like this. I'm going to quote you a statement the Gemara says. There is a statement that the Gemara says in Maseches Chigiga Daf Tezvav. The Gemara says, Reb Meir Rimoin Matzah. Reb Meir found, it's a description, he found a rimoin. A rimoin is a pomegranate. Achal, toichai achal, he ate the inside, the good part. Klipasai zarak, and he threw the peel away. What does that mean? It means to say, Reb Meir, his surroundings, his upbringing, his background is not the best. He took the good he learned from the good from the people, from the Yidden. He learned to become Reb Meir, and he managed to stay away from trouble. He managed to become Reb Meir, knowing what's bad, what to stay away from, and even though he came, his yichus is not from, he's a convert. He became the great Reb Meir. And actually, as I'm saying this, it actually makes sense what Reb Meir warns you. I was checking up about Reb Meir's personality, Reb Meir's shita, Reb Meir's mahalach. You find something very fascinating about Reb Meir. Reb Meir was an extremist. In what way was Reb Meir extremist? We find in halacha there's always a certain posek. When everybody says chayiv this, or when it says pater, when this is a pater, Reb Meir is an extremist. For example, we always know that you always follow the majority. Achrei rabim lahates, and that majority rules. Reb Meir chayish lemiyuta. Reb Meir says, I'm always concerned about the minority. He said, you can't say it in today's elections. Reb Meir is always worried about the minority. He's always worried about, you might be the minority. Worried about, he's an extremist. I'll give you some example. Okay, that doesn't bother me as much as his stance in other things. Reb Meir, for example, was very extreme in who you mingle. Reb Meir, it could be, now I'm saying this, it could be it's because of his background, because he was a ger, and because as I just said, rimoin achal, toichai achal, he eats the good and throws away the klipa. That's the description the Gemara says. He established this rule. The Gemara says, Meir did not allow you to ever eat with amei. You can't eat in the same suda of people who don't know halacha. Why? Because if you're eating with them, you should know their food, most probably they didn't give truma, they didn't give meiser, they didn't do the right thing. They didn't do the right thing. There's tuma. Not only that, this is Reb Meir. Reb Meir was the one that said, you're not allowed to give your daughter away to marriage to Amaretz. Because if you give your daughter away to Amaretz, guess what? Who's your daughter going to live with? Your daughter's going to live with an Amaretz, and that's what she's going to become. That's what the children are going to become. You are what the surrounding is. In other words, he's saying, it was tough for me to become who I am. You get what? I think he created this because of his experience. From the other hand, this same Reb Meir, with this strong stance, we find that this same Reb Meir also established the opposite halacha. Reb Meir established the halacha that a zokein am haaretz you have to stand up for. You still have to show honor and respect for an elder person, even if he's an am haaretz. Honor and respect for an elder person.
Where's the Havamina?
Because you might think that Zaken Zeshakana Chachma, only if he has Chachma. If it doesn't mean, okay. So in other words, he's talking out of experience of his life. He's telling you, he's giving you advice. Don't hang out with these type of people. Anyways, so Reb Meir, this is who his family was. He comes from Nir and Keser. He is a convert. Who is his wife? We have his teachers.
He's a convert. His parents are convert.
His family, his Eltazeders.
Yeah.
Who is his wife? First of all, Meir lived a very long life. Meir was Meirich Yomim. His kever today is in Tiberia, and as I said, many people believe that his yard site is on Pesach Sheni, and many people on Pesach Sheni would go today to on Pesach Sheni they would go to his kever and give tzedakah, etc., etc. Let's talk about. They say his son-in-law. His son-in-law's name is Zivsoi. Zivsoi is mentioned to say name Dvar Torah in the name of Reb Meir. It's brought in Medrash and Kehelas. Zivsoi says something in the name of Reb Meir. Now let's get to his wife. His wife, Reb Meir Balames. Very good. His wife is also a special lady. His wife's name is actually the one that made him famous for this statement, Elikah, the meir Anani. She made him famous for two statements. And that's why we're going to get to this Gemara. Her name is Bruya. Her name is Bruya. She actually came from a very rich dynasty. See, he says you're not allowed to marry into a family of Amaratzim, so he has to keep his own rule. So he marries the daughter of Reb Chanina ben Tradian. He marries the daughter of Reb Chanina ben Tradian. Now, Shimon Achman was in my house last night, so to the youngsters that were in my house, I read the first part of this story yesterday. The Gemara taught Reb Chanina ben Tradian was one of the 10 martyrs that were killed al Kiddush Hashem for teaching Torah B'Rabbim. The Goyim killed him al Kiddush Hashem for spreading Torah. So as a punishment, they punished him, Reb Chanina ben Tradian. They punished his wife for not, and the Gemara says she got punished for not stopping him. And they punished Reb Chanina ben Tradian's daughter, not Bruya. Bruya was already married to Reb Meir. They punished Reb Chanina ben Tradian's other daughter, the single daughter. So the Gemara says, why did Hashem punish her? What did she do wrong? You know what the Gemara says?
Yes, she took two.
The Gemara says, because she was walking once on the street, and some of the hotshots from Rome saw a young girl walking, this girl, and they said, woo! And she liked it. And she liked that she started walking even nicer. And because she walked even nicer to make the G'dolei Roimi happen, for that Hashem made her get punished. What was her punishment? What was her punishment? Her punishment was that she was thrown into a koiva shel zonos. Koiva shel zonos means together, God forbid, with all the zonuses, I don't want to, a brothel, okay? With all the schmutz. That's where we are up to in the story. So now, Reb Chanina ben Tradian, that means Reb Meir's father-in-law, is killed. It's already passed in the story we're going to read now. His father-in-law is killed. His mother-in-law is killed. The only one that's left is him and his wife, and his sister-in-law, God forbid, is stuck with all the schmutz. Okay? That's where we're going to read. Gershon, there's a Gemara right there. So if you have your page, we're going to read right over here, where it says Lamed Zayin. So now the introduction is that this is the third part of the link. The Reb Chanina, the great Tana, is killed. He got his punishment. The wife got her punishment. Now we're going to hear about the daughter. So the Gemara says, Bruya Devisu de Rab Meir. Bruria was the wife of Rab Meir. Barte de Rab Chanina ben Tradian have. She was the daughter of Rab Chanina ben Tradian. So now, he has a sister-in-law, Nebuch, sitting in Shmutz. Hamaloi. So his wife, Bruria, says to her husband, Zilla be Milsa, my dear husband, Rameir, it's embarrassing for me. The Yasva Achtoi Bekeva Sholzoinus. It's so embarrassing to me that I have a sister that's sitting, Rahmana Litzlan, stuck in this brothel. I can't live that way. Help me! Help! So what does Rameir do? Shako Tarka V'Dinra. Rameir takes a bag of gold, right to the money, right? Takes a bag of gold. V'Azal, and he goes. Omar, Rameir says, what's the gold about? I'm going to make a test. I will test. If I see that she didn't play around, she didn't do anything wrong, she's staying frum, she's staying sincere, pure, then a miracle will happen. If she became impure, I can't help. You get it? Of course. You get what I'm saying?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I don't want to use if she did not allow any prohibition, she did not break any rule, mis'abed nisa, a miracle will happen. If she broke rules, if she allowed men to live with her, I can't ask for miracles. Also, he went. Nakit nafshe kichad pirsha. He got dressed up like a customer. God forbid, in the brothel. Amallah, and he found this girl, which is his sister-in-law. He says, Hashmi'eni la, I'm looking for a business. Amroleh, so she says to him, why, I can't. No. He says, I'm having my period. I can't. It's not the good time. Amar law. One second. One second. So he says to her, Mitrachna, I will wait. You know what? I'll wait. Oh, it'll take a day or two. I'll come back in a couple of days. So she says, no, don't wait. There's much nicer ones than me. Go to the other ones next door. Nefishin Tuva. There's many other ones here. They're much nicer, much more beautiful. Why you want me? V'ika Tuva hacha. There are much more than me. Many more. The shvir minoi. They're much beautiful than me. He got the hint. She's hacking out Chinik, as you say in Yiddish, yeah? Amar, so he says, Shema minei, lo'yavodi surah. She's not doing anything wrong. Call the Asi. I bet you, any man that's coming to this room, she's giving these excuses to everybody. So, all right, we got to make a plan. Hashem, you're going to stay to the end, right, Dave? You're staying till the end? You're staying with me till the end? Yeah? No.